For Anya Kiani, let's watch some Counter-Strike. Pride versus Hamasse live on Cash. Welcome back if you've just joined us anyway. We just restarted the stream to fix a couple of technical glitches and bugs. But we are here and looks like...
That was a quick one.
That was such a quick knife round that everybody got kicked off the server. Everybody got kicked off the video game. So great start. And that's brilliant.
Sick.
Everything's going wrong. Everything's going wrong.
You hate to see it.
You hate to see it, fellas. You hate to see it. Anyway, I don't know who won. I don't know anything apart from my name. I'm Squid CS. Welcome to Legend Series.
I think Hamasse won that knife round, but I don't know if they got kicked out before it. Actually, I'll be able to see it on stream now. Let's have a look.
Let's have a look. Yeah, I can see it as well on stream. Right, we're gonna go to Reddit, I think.
Oh no, it all just finished.
The just changed. Right, we're gonna look through the week's news while we're waiting for this one to get started. Let me drag this in. Right, let's go. Let's get to Reddit, Yaku. Let's go. So,
okay.
First of all, Simple and Flamey in talks for the SK trio. That's the biggest story for this week, for today, at least. What do you think about this one? What's your
I saw
this
like this morning, like because I've not really been keeping up for the past couple of days, and I'm like, wait a second, what's going on?
Wait,
and then I was like, Jesus. But yeah, like I mean, Thorin made an interesting point. Like Simple, Fur, and Cold Zero together is like even scarier than anyone on Navi because all three of these players are in their prime. So it's like if that ends up happening, that's going to be ridiculous. Like
I don't know if Fallen's in his prime. I wouldn't say that Fallen is.
No, I said Fur, Cold Zero.
Oh,
and
Fur,
Simple.
Cold Zero, and Simple. Yeah, that is crazy. That's crazy. Yeah. And imagine that gives Flamey a bit of room to be streaky as well. Yeah. Fallen can sort of just be an in-game leader and AWP a little bit. I think that I'd like to see Simple on the AWP as well, if you want to know the truth. I think that he's really...
I think Simple works better as a hybrid. Like I think Fallen, is great as a main AWP. Like he's damn good, and like he's not
stable.
You know, and he has off. Sort of periods of time, but it's never like a streaky up and down, like you know, really inconsistency. He's either consistent for a good period of time and then he has a few off games. So I think it's fine him on the main up, and then obviously if it's not working out for him, someone can pick it up, and Simple is just a god with any weapon. So
yeah, well, that's our take on it. Thorin's is Simple, Cold Zero, and Fur is more ridiculous than FaZe, considering this trio are all in their prime. So exactly what you said. Wonder where Yakukiani gets his analysis from.
I literally said it. Thorin made an interesting point, and then I said it.
Oh, you did? You did? Oh, yeah, damn. Okay, that shows how much I listen. That shows how much I listen.
I was like, Thorin made an interesting point. That's how I started the sentence.
Don Hackey says some stuff. Let's not listen to his opinion. I don't think he's got a good opinion. Let's not listen to anything that guy says. Richard Lewis lays it all out on the table. I'm interested in what he says. Richard Lewis, good guy. My life in esports, a thread. Oh, I don't want to read all this. His biography on Twitter. Oh my lord.
Richard Lewis blocked me on Twitter for some reason. I have no idea why. I don't even reply to his tweets. I've met
You know
the
who
guy.
blocked me on Twitter? Do you know the answer?
Everybody? Like
Frankie Boyle. Frankie Boyle blocked me on Twitter. Yeah, it's because I said I watched your last show, was great. Is the new one new content? And he said blocked for using the word content and blocked me.
That's hilarious.
That's great, isn't it? Either way, we're
actually.
Oh yeah.
I genuinely I don't remember replying to anything to do with Richard Lewis at all. The last time I was, I mean, I've met the guy, but the last time I remember anything to do with
Richard Lewis, that's what we're saying.
And then
I'm not
no,
saying
but
that. That's a joke.
I think it might have something to do with the whole situation a few months ago. Am I allowed to say the?
No, what happened?
The whole CSGM stuff.
Oh, is that why? Oh, is that
no?
really why?
I'm wondering if that's something to do with it. Like I don't know.
Maybe
like,
it is.
Maybe. But
what can we talk about that? What do you think about the CSGM stuff? What do you think of Eisen?
Oh. That was a shit show. Like Eisen handled that the complete wrong way. Like it was, I mean, the whole thing with Strong Legs like streaming the matches was pretty annoying from like you know other streamers' perspective. And like yeah, I can understand the frustration, but you can't attack him. And then also if one of the Mori and Victus guy who attacked Strong Legs and threatened him, at that point Eisen should have been like, okay, I'm having nothing to do with this guy. Yeah. You know, just you know, I'm sorry, Mario Victus, but like that was out of hand. Oh, that was, you know, you shouldn't have done that. That's it. Cut it off. Defending him and actually like encouraging threats and stuff like that's not.
So what
not
you're
cool,
saying
like-
is Eisen's probably one of the biggest goons in esports. We're going to go to a quick break, but right after
Your
that, we're
words.
going to go live into this game. See you in a second. For more information.
Hi, we're ELC Gaming and we're looking forward to one of the greatest events we've ever had. The Ireland E-Stars will feature a tour with our esports truck, Big Betty, all the way through Ireland. We will start right here from our headquarters in Germany, where Big Betty will take 2 ferries to get to Ireland. The first from Rotterdam to Hull, then from Holyhead, which will take Betty directly to Dublin. From there, she will travel to 9 different locations in 9 weeks, where we'll visit the best football clubs in Ireland. But to do what exactly? To host one of the biggest League of Legends tournaments ever to be held in Ireland. Each of the 9 teams will be represented by 5 League of Legends players, and a 10th team will represent E-Star's head sponsor, 3. After 9 weeks of tough battle, the grand final will then find its winner live from the 3 Arena in Dublin. Check out our Facebook events or visit estars.pro for further information. This is 3 Ireland's E-Stars.
CSGO Legends Series is back and revamped with a brand new system never before seen in competitive esports. ELC Gaming is unveiling a brand new unique point system which takes a wide range of win conditions into account. From rank of opponent played, strength on T and CT side, and variety of maps played will all influence points accumulated. Teams earn cash every time they play, with rewards given, win or lose. All matches will be broadcast twice per week, live from the ELC Hamburg studios, home of Big Betty. And all-exclusive, all-inclusive $25,000 prize pool Legends Cup awaits. The 2 European champions will face off against a team from the US and a team from China. This is where legends are born. Welcome to Legend Series. Go to elcgaming.com for more information.
Hello and welcome back to Legend Series, everybody. I'm Squid CS and I'm joined by Yakut Kiani to take you through all the action tonight between Pride and Hamasse. We've got this Polish-Russian showdown live on Cash with the knife round right now. Just to recap, we've had a little bit of a delay, but we are live in the game and they are knifing each other, stabbing each other in the faces right as we speak.
Righty-ho, I'm actually just getting into this server right now, so you might want to bear with me.
So Pride take that knife round. They're going to be able to stay on the CT side. Remember, this is their map pick as well. So obviously advantages there. They're playing with Gab. I think you were here for Pride's last game, weren't you?
Yeah, yesterday when they absolutely...
Yeah. Or Tuesday.
Oh, not yesterday, sorry, the day before yesterday when they absolutely destroyed.
Feels like yesterday. That's one British day.
Pretty much, you know, and considering I spent the most of like today sleeping, it does feel like the next day.
Nothing ever changes.
Anyway, pistol round underway. It is going to be a kill for Hamasse to start things off, which means CTs have lost mid control, but this is what teams often do on the pistol round. They take mid control, pull back and converge onto a site, and it's going to be a B push. Not a pretty good setup here. 2 kills already coming through, but it's traded out.
Looks like these pistols on the T side not really working out as well as they could have. Gab actually gives away that frag to the P250, so Clash, he's going to wrap around the right side and take out Splore. Just a 1 versus 2 Vrexus. Both of these players are low on below 40 HP each, and he snuck his way in. Oh, takes the tags as well. Clash has to back off. He needs help right here. A couple of shots through the box. Don't often see that angle. Disbalance going to trade perfectly. I love the way that Hamasse denied him of those 1v1 opportunities.
Yeah, it was very smart shooting into the box there, because obviously if you know there's 2 people there and you've got a crossfire, that he was actually trying to make Exus sort of turn around and focus on that angle to give his teammate the opportunity to kill him. But nicely done from Hamasse, already showing signs of just really good team play. It looks like it's just going to be an all-out B-rush. Nice kill from Splore there, as he's going to take the head off Bloody Wolf, but it's instantly traded. We've got a man advantage for Hamasse as they take the B-bomb site.
Yeah, it's almost not good enough for Pride there. They've got a lot of investment into this one. Anything short of a win is not unacceptable, but not going to happen anymore, as Exus, Gab have to hit some beautiful shots if they want to way back into this B-bomb site. Not going to happen. One's going to fall back. Gab's going to tail him. And this is going to be a 2-0.
Yeah, it's going to take the Deagles into the next round. It's going to be another eco. Might as well give yourself an opportunity to do some damage there as well. But it's not going to be too bad for Hamasse. They keep most of the players up. They've got SMGs as well, so already, is that Kalash? Or is it Hunter? I don't know which word to say that.
Yeah, Kalash. He's on 4-1-1.
Kalash, you know, already got a ton of money from the SMG on 3k at the moment. So he's definitely racking up the money. And it's going to be another eco from Pride here as well. I'd like to see them stack somewhere, try and or maybe go for an early push to deny some control. Hamasse are going to be sending those Mach 10s out to mop up the unarmored players, most likely. But I think it was a full force. But actually, no, you've got a couple of players on 3,000. I was wondering if they were not going to be able to set forward or not, but they might be able to. Anyway, it is going to be another B push here. Gab again, another Deagle shot early on, but they've actually stacked the B bomb site, so this could be very interesting.
Splore's going to take the tags out. There's the bomb gone, and Hamasse walking right into this one. That nade, oh, it's going to rain in, doing huge damage. Pride get absolutely blown to pieces. That grenade was a nuclear bomb to the feet of Pride on that B site.
Yeah, Hamasse are doing that perfectly. On a B rush against pistols, if you send the Mach 10s out first and they die, at least you've got the info and you've only lost a Mach 10. So, beautiful nade, just nuking the players stacked without armor on the B bomb site. Makes them very, very low. Anyway, buy round coming through. Exus will be on that AWP. Triple boost into middle here. They're really fighting for this mid control. Very, very important on Cash. Good to see them doing this. And Luz is going to spot that out and actually give it up. So they've already given up map control here to the T side. The lack of utility means that they can't actually challenge it. But you can see they're actually reacting to that by taking control of main here. So nice heads up play from Pride.
Hamasse, obviously, this 5 rifle setup lets them be a little more mobile, ditching the Mac 10s, going for these rifles instead. And looks like Pride have a perfect read on this one. 3 players, now a 4th, stacking towards this B site. And Hamasse haven't made too much ground, but they're trading well. They find both frags. This 3rd man actually sneaks his way through, and it's Luz, surprise, surprise, finds the one, straight back through the smoke. This bomb hasn't yet gone down. And Hamasse had plenty of time to do that. Honka with a great spray down, traded out, but a 2 versus 2 now for Pride.
Luz really needed to win that one now. He's left his 2 teammates in this 2v2, and they've got the advantage on the T side. They've got the angles held down. Exus with 1 kill, but he's got 1 more to find Disbalance on the back of the site. This bomb's ticking. He's going to have to make a mistake here to give Exus the kill. Exus is sneaking his way through, and he peaks at the perfect moment. Hamasse are going to get the 4th round there. Beautifully done.
I like the way they're playing together in these clutch situations as well. Obviously, nobody to support there for the last player I disbalance on the B bomb site. But nevertheless, he's able to take it through, and Pride cannot convert off the back of that buy round. Now just pistols, 3 sets of HEs. They're going to be throwing them towards mid by the looks of things. I don't know if that's going to do all too much, as there's only 1 player. Honka towards that side of the map, but he has got an AK-47, and he's given it away as Hamasse rush into B.
Yeah, once again, sort of rinse and repeat this anti-eco setup. You've got the SMG players trying to basically get the information. They've realized B is not where the stack is, so they're going to plant that bomb. Should be fairly straightforward. All Pride are going to have to try and do here is try and get some of these weapons, do some damage, but Hamasse are not having any of it. Through the wall. Nicely done, Kalash.
They're going to dart back with that AK-47, though. Gab's picked that one up. Well, he's being chased down, but Tom's there for supporting, covering fire. He's going to escape towards this A site.
Yeah. Hamasse seem to be pretty good at dealing with these anti-ecos. They seem to have a sort of go-to sort of play set for when they're playing against pistols. You know, you've got the Mac 10s who seem to just go out, which is a pretty standard way of dealing with it. But it's good to see a team at this level actually do that regularly, because something that we see too often at this level is teams not knowing how to deal with pistol force buys and pistol ecos, and they just make mistakes. They lose rifles easily, just take 1v1 engagements. So Hamasse definitely seem to know how to handle these situations. But now it's going to be Pride on the double up. So the single up didn't work as well. Now they're going to get 2 of them, and it's going to be Exus playing towards A and Splore towards B. Smoke will deny Splore some vision, but already an opening kill for Bloody Wolf, so that's going to be man advantage Hamasse.
Clash taking the aim duel there towards mid, trading it out, and oh, Gabe does connect with that spray down. Now Clash has to trade it back. He does that effectively, 4 versus 3. Oh, they wrap in towards the A site, and Clash is going to find another one. He's been an absolute menace towards mid, and if you look at the scoreboard, he's on 7-2. Not as good as Idris Balance, who's yet to die and found 9 frags. And he might need a couple more on this A site to take this round back.
Clash is in a great position. He is going to deny the rotate as well. That's going to probably have the round said and done there. Splore's going to have to back off. He knows Clash is somewhere in the middle. I think that Body's model was blocking the vision there. But luckily for Splore, Clash didn't spot him out. And he might be able to survive with this AWP, but Hamasse are just really overrunning Pride time and time again here. They just seems to completely have this T side of Cash on lock. Splore has been spotted with the AWP, will be able to take one down, but they know where he is now, so he might find some trouble in saving this AWP.
And it's the 3 permanent members on Pride really letting the side down on the scoreboard. 1 kill, 2 kills, 1 kill. And Luz finally calling for that tactical pause, or at least I think it's tactical, as they've got a lot to talk about right now. What would you be changing up if you're a Pride?
I'd say basically focus more into mid. It seems like Hamasse seem to consistently get control of mid on these buy rounds. You know, I like the way Pride were handling it, especially on the first buy round where they gave up mid. They realized they didn't have utility, so took main and then were able to get the information and then stack 3 on B, which almost worked. If Luz would have won one more gunfight, they would have had the round surely. But I mean, I don't think that's enough against Hamasse. I think they need to really focus some manpower into middle and try and deny Hamasse from consistently just getting up into highway and into vent and just consistently just basically do what you want, because that's what happens on Clash. If you can take mid, you basically have so many more options of where to go on the T side.
And they have changed it up. It's a double up setup for Pride this time, both with Kevlar, and Splor's going to take it fast towards this B site. He's only going to be able to greet Balance, who is looking to quickly take this angle, but Splor charges in, leapfrogs into the flames, takes a lot of damage for it, and he hits Balance, takes him down. Exus on the side of the map, both AWPs finding frags.
Very nicely done there. Splor had the second up last round as well, but he played a lot more passive and just kind of sat back, but this time he got really aggressive. The only problem with that is that this stack plays towards B, so they've kind of given up the A bomb site now, but 4v3 with a couple of kits and utility as well, this retake should be possible, and that's the first kill coming in through for Gab.
Yeah, the defense actually breaking down as Gab finds 2. The second headshot comes to fruition. Bloody Wolf back of this site. 1 versus 4. Has to go huge, and that's a great start. Big first headshot, and that smoke actually aids his retreat, but Luz is going to find him through the gloomy smoke. And that's going to be the first point on the board for Pride, but they're still very far behind.
Yeah, and that leaves them vulnerable to a reset now as well. If they don't win this round, they're going to be stuck for money. So they really need to make this one. And obviously, Hamasse, they've got... Well, they did have initially have a pretty good bank, but I just realized how close these rounds have been. They're actually not as well banked as I thought they were. But nonetheless, Pride back on this double up here. And it looks like they're going to go for a similar sort of play of... a bit more presence towards B. Splor actually missing that shot. That was huge. If he would have got that, that could have been it. But Q-Rush decides to jump back across and actually gives it up. That's going to be man advantage for Pride.
He's played a game of chicken with the AWP, and you don't do that with a professional AWPer. Exus here, waiting and watching with this AWP trained on the angle. He's going to recede. He's got so much map control right now. And there's the flick. Exus takes one down. It's a follow-up onto Kalash. That was a great 2-piece.
That was absolutely beautiful from Exus. And now it's going to be down to Onkara, I think. I think that's how you say his name. He's going to go down to Luz. There we go. 2 rounds in a row for Pride. Beautifully done.
Great 1-2 combo there. The first man, fast flick. The second, no idea he was there. And considering he was holding that angle prior, the man snuck up on him. And to hit that next shot when you were obviously no idea that you're there is very, very difficult. But looks like a fast play for Hamasse this time. Those flames are really going to cause a nuisance as Tom gets the first spray down. But now Hamasse are so quick onto this site, but they're getting cut to pieces.
Yeah, this is absolute brutal from Pride. I think they've kind of adapted to what Hamasse are doing here, and it seems to be working out for them. And now, I'm guessing that's that's a pause from Hamasse. So this could be a tactical pause coming through again, just to sort of decide what they're going to do on this on these Z kills and maybe the next Baron as it comes in. So going to be Deagle buys. So yeah, nicely done from Pride here. That could have got really messy if they would have lost the round after winning one. And it could have been even 9-1 by now, but this is actually really nicely done from Pride to adapt to what Hamasse are doing.
And Q-Rush, despite being the most popular player on this Hamasse side, doesn't have the most frags. He's stuck on 0. He's 1 away from James Bonding down there. And on the Pride side, those 3 players at the bottom have started to step up, especially Luz, who's found himself 5 frags, which is a world of difference from the 1 sole frag he had just a round ago.
Yeah, that's sometimes all you need when you have a few players start struggling. They start waking up. That's it's always good. Exus just can easy work with these players. Nice little shot there into Kalash in the boost. Could only see his head, and his head is what he took. And Tom spraying him down the second through the smoke. Disbalance left alone. And yeah, this probably shouldn't be possible.
Yeah, that's got to wake you up. A couple of fast shots. The stars from Pride finally coming to life. And this CZ, you know how dangerous the CZ is, but Tom is going to dispatch of him. Good triple kill from him. Good feel-good frags there, especially that second. And these last 4 rounds have been exceptionally convincing. Pride, all 5 players around that 10,000 mark. And that's just so much cash to have built up at this point in the game.
And looks like we got that Q Rush 007 as well. But on the other side of the map, it's going to be Clash taking down Exas. Exas getting aggressive. I like the idea of switching up his pace there, because he's been quite passive in middle so far, but it's not going to work out for him. Now Q Rush gets his first kill as Luz goes aggressive, trying to make up for the man disadvantage. They're actually going to boost into Vent here to try and catch Bloody Wolf off guard, but Bloody Wolf takes him down. Tom does trade, but it's already too much damage done. A 2v4 now for Pride.
That almost got risky there. A 1 versus 3 for Splore as that shot comes through. Not sure if he got spotted there, but he's going to edge his way through this smoke onto the B site. Clash finds him, spots it out. That's a 7th round for Hamasse. After a long, well, seemingly long streak of 4 from Pride, it's nice to see them finally get back on that scoreboard.
Yeah, very nicely done there. It was all down to that AWP battle in mid. Clash able to win it out against Exus. I did like the idea of going aggressive, though. I'm not going to blame him for that, because he wanted to switch up what he was doing, but it did end up costing them. Now, once again, aggression into middle, and this is what seems to be working out for Pride recently, is that we're getting really aggressive in mid, and that's where Hamasse have been finding most of the success, was when they had mid control, so I actually quite like this.
That was a disgusting nade. Idis Balance takes about half damage, and now Kalash just poking with the AWP. Oh, spots a shoulder, it's not enough. He's got to fall back.
No kills engaged just yet, and you can see Hamasse being locked out of mid has been quite a problem for them here. They haven't got an idea what to do, and you can see Bloody Wolf trying to make up for it by going through the smoke. Luz is going to find him there. That's man advantage for Pride, and you can see how much the T-sides struggle without middle here. Disbalance once again boosted up, trying to find something, but the CTs know that they've got control of it now, so they can just back off and wait for the push.
I like the angles Pride are playing here. You can pretty much draw a line with them on the minimap, but there's one of the nodes from that line gone. Exus takes a bullet to the dome, and that was a fast opening from Idis Balance.
It was a crucial kill as well, because of Regan control in middle, and look where he is now. He's all the way through to CT spawn, so Pride, I think, gave up middle a bit too easily. Splore is in a world of trouble right now.
Oh, they're going to wrap in on the B site as well. Tom, with a great flash in, is able to get traded out by that very passive player. But Idis Balance in the back line. Surprise, surprise, Splore goes down. And now the retake is on. Luz, Gab, both need to go for this one. But Clash has this angle on lockdown, but not for long. Gab is able to swing in and find him. Oh, there's a second right through the smoke. Those flames, obviously not too hot. And Idis Balance here with 50 HP. They need to make their way in against him. You can see how cautious they are. He's just holding this angle. And Idis Balance here, they're going to line up for him as well. He checks his back. Oh, the spray down! They line up! Idis Balance able to find both, and that is such a crucial clutch.
Oh dear, that is unfortunate. I get what they're trying to do, stay close to each other so they could trade, but they just give him a clean line to just shoot through, taking down both players. That is unfortunate, but you've got to give credit to him. He's the one who basically won the entire round from the beginning to the end. He got regained mid control, got the kill into middle, and actually wrapped all the way around. And you can see they're switching up the pace now, going all the way towards B Pride. Don't seem like they're ready for this, and already kills coming through.
Tom has got a world of work to do, and there's the first part of the puzzle. Tom, good flash out. He is going to find his second and is able to swing out for a little bit more, but gets caught on the back B site. And now this is another 2 versus 2. Luz from up top is able to switch his aim perfectly, and it's only Bloody Wolf left, and it's Luz to find him as well. That Tom-Luz combo. Almost top of the scoreboard with both there. 11-8 for Tom. He's doing great on the B site.
That was I like the idea of going aggressive towards B there for Hamasse, just to completely switch it up. but unfortunately Pride were just on point there. It didn't seem like they were ready for it, but as soon as they sort of regained their positioning and sort of calmed down and braced themselves for the push, it ended up working out for them. That is a beautiful nade. Jesus Christ, that's like 83 damage. Wow.
That's about as good as it gets in Counter-Strike, and that's pretty damn good as well. Q-Rush takes a nade to the shoulder. That's going to be about 40 damage onto him. And it's only pistols here, so Hamasse probably not too much they can do. Q-Rush with the only deagle between them. Hasn't been too hot just yet, so it has to be all about the headshots. He's got to hit some bullets here.
Indeed. I've been spotted out in mid. Gabe's got a good angle on them there. Disbounce, obviously, with the AK and armor, is going to be the one who is going to be who would be making the difference if there is going to be one here. Disbounce, you can see he's trying to take out Gab, but while that's happening, he's got 3 of his teammates ready. So I actually quite like this, considering it was a bit of a forced by half eco sort of situation, but they're dealing with it pretty well. Luz is going to get 3 kills for him, all down to Onkero.
Onker here. Oh, can't find the backtrack frag. And Exus gets that defense in with the flank. And it is sometimes underrated how hard getting those eco frags are for Luz right there. He was able to just keep very calm and composed, not wasting bullets on those frags and able to line them up. A great 3-piece for him, but with all 4 players actually facing in very quick succession.
Yeah, and like close range, and when you've got an M401S as well, so it's very easy to get overwhelmed. But he just kept his cool, got 3 kills, made a difference in the round. And that deep Molotov from Pride is actually going to deny control into main, so that's very, very, very good from Pride. Gives him a bit of map control early on, and you can see Exus has moved his way up as well, so that's going to be nice from him. This is very, very aggressive, actually. Kind of dangerous, but they're actually going to be scared off because of the Molotovs. They're going to leave A main for now, which allows Pride to put an extra player sort of towards middle and B, so this is working out for them.
It's a good headshot opening onto mid for Balance. Kalash going to hit that jump. And they're going to double peek in towards the A site, knowing that there's maybe an AWP playing towards this side of the map. Pride have 2 AWPs, that is. With Hamasse wrapping in on this B site once again with lots of damage towards mid. Oh, it's Exus from behind. Actually hits a Kalat. How did he manage that one? Clash is able to trade it on. Exus maybe shouldn't have went for the double peek, but Hamasse now are wanting to go towards this B site. Oh, and Tom exposes the tippy top of his head. Now the smokes and flashes come in towards Splore, who's got the AWP. How the hell are they going to get back onto this bomb site? Balance also has a Molotov in his arsenal. As Q-Rush just watches his smoke. They're not going to have very long left. The nade, an unforced error, and oh, there's the AWP. Splore able to chip in. Oh, there's Gab as well. Q-Rush actually capitalized off that miss shot, but Gab's so aggressive, so confident, and the half's as close as it gets.
A new player just making his name and just completely shutting it down in that round, getting 3 kills on the retake. Beautifully done. It looked like they were completely locked out, especially in that smoke by Tree as well. So Gab doing a fantastic job there. It's going to be 8-7 on the half, which is kind of what you expect on Cash. So I don't think any team has a clear-cut advantage at this point.
Obviously, Pride maybe have the momentum after a pretty good end to that half. They pretty much regained their composure pretty well after Hamasse going 5-0, 6-0 up at the start. So I do fancy their chances at this point, but Pride are going to go for this B rush. Hamasse might be in a prime position with 3 players over towards this side of the map, and Balance. Oh, he finds a gap behind. There's 1, 2, 3. Balance cuts them all down. There's the bomb as well, and Balance goes huge. Big quad kill there. Oh, he snuck behind, and he pounced at the perfect time.
Jesus Christ, that was insane from Disbalance. That was a really good setup from Hamasse. Just completely overlooked a Disbalance position, did Pride. That was really unfortunate for them. But Disbalance keeping his cool and tapping away, getting those headshots, beautifully done. And that's going to be quite a dent in Pride's confidence here. They're going to have to force by here. They've got CZs and P250s across the board. See what they can do. It looks like they're just going to go straight for a race. So that's a good thing. Just completely forget about that last round, reset, go for this A push here. I'm going to use this utility and get out after this flashbang that Gab throws.
And it's all with the pistols as well, so they're going to have to get up close and personal quick, and they're going to do exactly that. It's Luz and Splore to cut them up. Onka has to do work with a CZ of his own, and he does exactly that. Oh, my lord! What a fast headshot onto Gab. He mows him down. Now 2 versus 3 is Pride. They want to get aggressive, but that flash is perfect, and Luz at the back of the site is about to get wrapped in on Hamasse. Here, it's the CZ again. Oh, and Bloody Wolf's going to finish him off. Great double-double for Encore and Bloody Wolf.
But great force buy from Pride as well. That was way too close for Hamasse there. Just completely overrunning the site there. And really nice collection of smokes as well. I think they actually blocked off Highway with a smoke as well, which is not something you see very often on a force buy execute. So nicely done from Pride. We're able to get onto the site, close the distance, and in the end, it was just too much to handle with when the retake came in with the actual rifles and the SMGs. But nonetheless, Pride, with that bomb plant, are going to be able to buy. Gab is on a deal with no armor, so I think he's giving it up for his teammates, which I don't really agree with, seeing as he has been the one performing in this game so far. So I'm not sure about this, but Disbalance again, getting a kill and doing a ton of damage to Tom as well. Tom will trade out. It's a 4v4 just like that.
Tapped away as well. I Disbalance gone. And Q Rush has this A site all to his own. He needs to defend against 4. And Clash looked like he wanted to toss a nade in. Would have actually worked out. And aren't we just loving those Legend Series logos in the map? I really do like that. Clash. On this B site, they're going to go for all 3 players on B. I'm not too sure about this one. As Pride, they are going towards the A site. They might have sniffed a rat. They might have just got exceptionally lucky. But with the bomb leading the way, they're going to go in and pretty much find this site for free. The Molotov smokes in. Not even needed. They don't know that, though. It's going to be a free bomb site. Maybe this is going to look kind of suspicious, but Hamasse are nowhere to be found. And this is an 8th round for Pride.
Very nicely done there. That bomb plant made all the difference. If they didn't actually get the bomb plant the previous round, they wouldn't have been able to buy into this one. And obviously, Hamasse going for the gamble, sticking 3 players on B. Not a bad idea. If they did end up going towards B, that would have been a very good chance for Hamasse to actually take that round. But it's not going to happen. Pride will be able to get onto 8 rounds here, but it's looking pretty close this game. And I think we were actually expecting this as well. Both these teams seem to be quite evenly matched. Pride is usually the higher tier team, but because of their roster being fairly new and sort of up in the air, it's been a fairly close, evenly matched game so far.
Pride really aggressively hunting for these rifles as well. Clash is going to fall, and it's only Q Rush left. He hides away in the corner. They lost 2 out of 3 rifles from that engagement. Pride, I really like that from them. They got super aggressive in the charge in to stop them saving anything. And you see Hamasse, they're now stuck without cash, without guns. And it's such a pivotal point in the game where Pride can really build up their bank at this point. And 2 members from Hamasse both timing out, so that's one that you don't often see.
You hate to see it.
You hate to see it, folks. Only in Russia. Putin presses a button.
Chat here. The only thing I can see that's typed out in English letters is actually Russian but with English letters. There's Pride Idi Nahoy. And the rest is just in Russian.
Great. How many people have we got watching this, Yakut?
We have 2,866.
Bam! There we go! Thanks for watching tonight, fellas. Thank you very much. You're watching Legend Series.
That was the squid plus 50% volume trap card that the chat just played. Oh dear.
I've been shouting enough this game. They should have turned their volume down by now. They say DDoS. That's what they're saying.
Everyone's there just like put the volume up a little bit, just chilling out, and then they just see a squid screaming in there. It was like, BAM! Thanks for tuning in, guys. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, it's so good. I really love my job.
Too much.
Thank you to ELC Gaming for employing me. And Allied Esports. Give them a shout while we're at it. We're actually opening a esports arena in Las Vegas tonight. So in 1.5 hours, the stream starts on this channel for that. If you're German, you can stay tuned in for that one. If you are an English speaker, which I guess 90% of this chat isn't, you can go over to Esports Arena. That's twitch.tv/Esports Arena for the opening, the grand opening of Esports Arena Las Vegas in the Luxor, in that big pyramid over in Las Vegas. What's up?
I'm seeing so many hammers and sickles in the chat, and then one guy's just like, Putin DDoS.
Vladimir Putin! Yay! There we go. I wonder if I probably just got a bunch of people killed right there. Because I'm like, no, fuck Putin. I don't know.
We need just some of this.
I don't really know too much about. I don't really know too much about Vlad. Can you give us a history lesson? What do you think about Vladimir Putin? What do you think about him?
I think he was like crafted by the Russian gods.
Yeah.
And
Sculpted.
born from the snow of Moscow.
No.
So God himself came down and poured premium Russian vodka, some bottle of Russian standard into the snow, and then Vladimir Putin was born riding a bear.
I just had a great idea. Vodka ice cubes. Basically, you put.
Dude, that's not.
Is that not
Wait,
a thing? Is that already made? I was gonna say,
What?
just make them yourself. Get a bottle of Smirnoff, ice cubes, ice
You
cube
can't
maker.
freeze vodka,
freeze
dude.
it. You can't. Why?
Well, not in a normal freezer. You'd have to get like an industrial freezer. Have you never put a bottle of vodka in the freezer before?
No.
People put it in there.
Has it got a
because it keeps
really
it
low
cold and
melt?
doesn't
Has
freeze.
it got a really low freezing point?
Yeah, very low.
Never
yeah.
knew that.
You could make vodka. I'm not saying you can't make vodka ice cubes. I think they actually do exist, but it's probably not pure vodka. But yeah. If you put a bottle of vodka in the freezer, it doesn't freeze because like normal household
Freeze
freezers
like
don't.
minus 20 or something.
Yeah, and it's too high for vodka.
That's a shame. That's my
It is.
business plan out the window. That's my $1 million idea gone. Thanks a lot.
Ripperino.
Thanks a lot. You could turn your freezer down.
I think it might start to freeze, but I don't think you'll be able to get a solid freeze from a normal freezer.
You can't get a
Probably like
solid cube.
No, probably not. It'd probably just be like vodka slush, which in itself probably be a business idea in itself. So
Yeah, that sounds great. I think I don't get to drink that much, I'll be honest. I go back to England like once a month and get absolutely hammered. Right, we're back in game. Hamasse are back, and it looks like this time it's a force buy, in fact. They've gone for a double deagle, 2 CZs as well. There's an M4 on Q Rush, and it's a pretty standard set.
yeah, there's a bit of a force here from Hamasse. So Hamasse, they need to actually do something different here, and looks like they are getting a little bit aggressive here. Look at this balance. You might catch Loz off guard. This is a great push from him, but the timing is not going to work out for him, as Loz will shoot him in the back. If the timing was slightly different, it could have worked out for them. Now Onka, he's trying to get the angle with the deagle, but not giving him anything, as Splore will take down another, and it looks like Pride have this one pretty easily.
Yeah, obviously it's just pistols left. They're just waiting for that smoke to disappear. Then straight into the site. Splore lines up Kalash. Great shot from him. And Encore has got their back, so I'd like to see somebody actually watching behind. Bloody Wolf just trying to tap away the heads. Nobody's actually watching behind. Oh, Luz finally turns around. His timing has just been impeccable this round. Exceptionally lucky from him, and I'm sure that there are a lot of angry Russian people by a couple of the timings that just occurred.
Yeah, definitely. That was unfortunate for Disbalance. If Disbalance gets that kill on Luz and backs up, it completely gives Hamasse like a better chance in the round, because then he can put Disbalance can go back to A, help out. They don't have to get as aggressive on A because they have the man advantage. So a bunch of things, but nonetheless, Pride will be able to tie things up here most likely, as it is going to be an eco from Hamasse. They're going to push in towards B holes, but Pride have made the right choice here, rushing towards A. There's going to be one player holding on the site. That will be Q-Rush in the corner, just by quad. Wait, is that a second player on top of him? It is a second player on top of him. So there's 2 players in quad.
Of course. No, it isn't. No, you're wrong.
Wait,
Q-Rush goes down. That's it.
Oh.
That's the A defense.
Dude, I went to like third person. I swear I saw somebody else.
You've been drinking too much of that vodka ice cube water.
That's not a thing, dude. We've already talked about this. It doesn't exist.
Nah, no, I don't believe you. It is a thing.
I just stole your business idea, and I've been doing that the whole time. But no, dude, I swear, like I was like, okay,
you patented it.
You know, like I was like, okay, there's one quad with a USP. I'm like, oh, there's one quad, but like, because sometimes on the mini map, you know, people are boosted on top of each other, it doesn't show. And I went to third person, and I swear it looked like there was a second person on top of him. Oh, that was weird, dude.
Don't know what you're talking about.
I'm blaming
Now,
the games.
This time, Hamasse can buy. They elected not to. So, a lot of their decision making has been very funky so far. I don't
mind this decision. I feel like they do need a lot. They wouldn't be able to get a complete full buy with an AWP and with utility as well. So I don't mind this from. Oh, Onka missing the boost. He's not Foon.
He certainly isn't. That's a good observation.
Definitely not. And Pride are definitely not VP, but they're probably better. Oh shit! Right. Anyway, this is looking
Stop
like.
being mean to the Polish people. Why would you be mean to the Polish people, you coot?
Wow.
Come
I don't
on,
know.
man.
I don't know what got into me, man.
I'm sticking up for you guys.
But this is
Maybe a kebab.
looking like Pride of, like, as you were saying, like the momentum seems to have completely shifted because Massier, the rounds that they've had, they had those 2. So since it went 6-0 to Pride, the 2 rounds Pride had got were like 2 rounds together in half, and in this half it was only the first 2 rounds that they got, and they actually gave up. They won the pistol and then gave up a plant on the second round. Pride have pretty much had full control. Even though it's 11-10 in the scoreline, they've pretty much had full control of this game so far. Since
too
it
many
went
numbers
6-0
for my head.
Basically, Pride have pretty much had full control of this game since they went down 6-0. So it's been looking pretty good for them, even though the scoreline's pretty.
This is why Hamasse went for so many saves. It's a triple AWP setup. What I'd love to see. I want to boost over. Encore is actually spotting the feet, but he wants the frag. Oh, there it goes. Tom, he leaps right into it. Not the safe Tom Daly dive we're used to seeing. Oh, there's another AWP towards the B site. Surprising them, but oh, Cap! He's going to clean up B. He finds both. Hamasse need the other AWP to do work here, as Pride have pretty decent control. I hate that from Hamasse. Really overfacing when they had the advantage. And Encore going for the shots on through. That one tantalizingly close. But he's not going to land it. There's a Molotov back of the B site, just dissipating, just fading. Long enough for Exus to plant that bomb.
No, 3 versus 3, and you've got 2 AWPs, and the retakes becomes very, very difficult. Only a flashbang and a grenade. Are they going to go for it? It looks like they might want to. That smoke's going to slow things down. Disbance, he almost went through, but I think that smoke basically seals the deal, and they're going to decide to rotate off now. That one smoke basically winning Pride the round and making them close it out. And you can see Exus going for the chase here. Q-Rush, thankfully, is looking behind them. They really need to hold on to these weapons, Hamasse.
He got good information, though. Now Pride know that the save is coming in. Hamasse, 1 man up, but Encore's just looking back. They need to save these rifles. No peeks, please. A double AWP setup for Hamasse. They're going to be able to drop along the other 2 rifles. They're obviously sat on the 3,400 loss bonus at this point, but Pride are sat on something a hell load better. 12 rounds, loads of money.
Indeed. Now, Hamasse, of course, are going to be able to rebuy without much issue after saving those 3 weapons. And now it looks like 5 players towards main. This is very, very interesting from Pride. That smoke's going to slow them down a little bit, but as soon as it dissipates, they're going to go for it. Actually going to go straight through with the flashbangs. Molotov out to quad as well. Tom, so quick. Beautiful entries. Quick at the second. It's going to be Luz instead. 1 kill in return from Hamasse, but they have this site. And Anka's going to go down as well. Beautifully done from Pride.
That push was so damn fast. Straight in on. Oh, Spore's got a mad spray now. Not going to connect, but Bloody Wolf, last player alive on 22 HP. There goes in a nade, doesn't connect. 3 versus 1, and Bloody Wolf should be all bloodied up. Mincemeat and dead, 13 to 10.
Yeah, Pride completely controlling this game right now. It looks like Hamasse have kind of lost their touch now. They just can't seem to readjust and deal with what Pride are doing right now. And Pride, after a slow start, have pretty much just completely run away with this one in this game. Still not out of it, though. Hamasse are going to be on a bit of a weird buy, but it's oftentimes we see these sorts of buys. You see teams trying something different and it ends up working out. But Tom again with the entry frag. So quick, so precise. He's going to take down Kalash, and now man advantage just like that. And oh my god, Gab through the smoke, taps onto Anka's head. What the hell was that? Can I get a vac in the chat?
Can I get a vacuum cleaner in the chat right now? Clean this floor.
Clean all this Russian stuff we don't understand.
All this Russian trash.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Racism.
Hamasse have only taken 4 out of the last... Let me do the maths. 17 rounds. 4 out of 17. That's about 1%.
And I'm pretty sure 3 of them were not even buy rounds. One of them was a pistol. One was like an anti-eco, which they allowed Pride to get the bomb down, and the other one I think was an anti-eco as well, or anti-force fight.
So they are struggling right now. Only 1 gun round out of about 28. And Hamasse just saving again towards the A site. They're big fans of this one. Pride with all 5 players likely going to be going for the hunt quite early. You can see Explore already going for this search. Let's watch him. What's he going to spot? He can almost smell them. He can smell the sweat.
Oh, the chat is not happy.
Oh no. What are they saying, you cute? Me? Or just in general?
Well,
I guess just in general.
Once the guy said, "You English trash," and then the
Sorry,
other guy
man.
says, "Who trash?" Question mark.
Who trash? I'm only joking, guys. I
apologies.
do love Russia. I want to come to Russia safe one day. But Hamasse are actually keeping control of 3 rifles there, so they're going to buy up a scout around this one, and they should be able to get the 4th and final rifle. I can see it dropped on the floor, so they're going to have... Oh, they've actually overbought. So that scout's gone to waste. Out of the little money that they had, they're going to waste $1,700 extra. Hamasse making a couple of rookie mistakes. I would say that they had a good start to this game, but as soon as Pride woke up, this has been no contest, and I'm feeling quite happy about my 2-0 prediction I gave at the start of this game.
Yeah, Pride are looking very, very good and very strong here. Hamasse, of course, this is their map pick as well. You've got to keep in mind. So the fact that they've got 2 rounds. Oh, team kill coming out from Splore. It shouldn't matter too much, but nonetheless, he does get 2 kills on top of that. Takes down 2 CTs and takes out one of his teammates as well. You can see Anka trying desperately to look over the smoke here, try and find something, but he's not going to be given anything. It looks like as. Oh, actually does take one down through the smoke. That is Splore. So that team kill might end up costing him because now it's a 3v3 retake.
And now Hamasse, oh, they are closing into this site. Oh, there's the kill as well. This smoke's going to prove very, very difficult. Xers can't get there in time. This defuse is already happening. It's already finished. And it's already over. Tom loses his life as well. They've got so much money. They should be able to buy back into this one. But Hamasse, look at this. They're going to be strapped for cash on this buy despite winning that round. It was very, very close. But there we go.
Yeah. That is a problem. Wait, did they actually lose a weapon? Because it looks like they were all looking for one in the spawn. Whatever. Yeah, that's actually could be a one team kill could actually change the course of the game here. Because that if Splore wouldn't have killed his teammate there, there would have been a good chance that Pride would have been on 15-10 right now. So Hamasse have been given a lifeline here, and it looks like they're going to be moving their way in towards that A bomb site. That bomb's down in a passive position, and Luz is actually moving his way through towards B. He's going to spot the head of Bloody Wolf as well, takes it out as well, knows there's a second player there, but Clash will trade. And now it's a 4v4 as they move into A and Access with a beautiful shot.
He's in this site with the AWP, and oh, there's a second. Exodus does get traded on by Onka, who is looking aggressive onto this site, but that flash is absolutely perfect. He's getting up close and personal here, but Spore does find him. Just Kalash left, and this is going to prove so many problems. It's going to prove so problematic for Hamasse, who have no money to talk of whatsoever.
Yeah, and that's the problem. They won a round and lost it. The round loss bonus is gone. In this next round, this AWP is going to have to be the main focal point to the round, because the rest of them I'm not going to be able to buy. Not very fun for Hamasse in this next round. It's going to be going up against match point, but we'll see if Yakut's Law comes into play again.
And now Kalash. How is he going to save this all? They are quite close, but I think the round's going to run out just in time. And with 15-11 on the scoreboard, Hamasse need to just take it back one at a time here. I don't think it's really going to happen. I like Kalash's chances with the AWP, but everybody else stuck on pistols, a scout as well. And Pride are going to be going, fast into the B site. I'm not sure how I feel about this. With no information whatsoever, Clash is going to be able to rip up this first player. There's a great nade in as well. It does a catastrophic amount of damage. They're going to have to move into the Deagle AWP combo. And, it's the Deagle to go big at the start. Gabe does find one more. That AWP does tag in again. These 3 Pride players are low. But with a 3 versus 4 on the scorecard, Hamasse need to go back in for this one.
Oh, this is actually working out for them as well. Yakut's Law, is it too strong to be stopped? It looks like it is. Exodus last alive here, 1 versus 4. Takes one down. Beautiful flick onto Q-Rush as well. That bomb is planted for him as well. They're not on it just yet. This might be very, very difficult, but the flank comes in. Disbalance will take down Exodus. And it looks like the Law is too strong to be stopped, Squid.
The Law's too strong. That's just the rule. It's the law. You can't break the law.
You can't break Yakut's Law. It happens every time. Well, I say every time. There's 2 Cup Soccer games yesterday. It didn't work out, but I mean, that was a different animal in itself, because that was just a blowout completely. But this one, close game, and you can see Hamasse are right back into this one. They've got 2 AWPs, 3 M4s, utility as well. And this shot in the middle, Exodus needed to hit that one. Clash takes him down, and now man advantage for Hamasse.
And a double AWP setup as well. That's a good trade back. Gab's been pretty damn strong. Start to finish, even when his teammates were relatively weaker earlier in the game. A 4 versus 4 though. And so much time on the clock. Pride should be able to go into whichever site they want. But I'm liking Hamasse's setup right now. Going for the 2-2 means that neither of these sites are all too weak. And that's exactly what you want when you're at this stage of the game. With Kalash AWPing from up top. That's a lot of jumping, a lot of noise towards the back of the site. And those are big boots. They should be able to hear that one. And Pride, they do seem to be looking that way. And that tap, that was so close. Clash is going to have to back off. I think he even forced the initial AWP shot out of Hamasse early. But Pride towards this B site, they are swarming in. And one smoke can count the AWP Clash out from here. So I hate his position. And there goes the smoke. He's pretty much out of the round at this point. They're charging into Bloody Wolf, who actually gave away his position earlier. And this one should be all over. Hamasse, such a difficult retake awaits.
This is going to be near impossible here. Disbalance with the AWP will drop the bomb for now. Luz is still there, though. He's going to be able to retrieve that and plant it safely from the AWP. But there's pushes coming through. Q-Rush goes down, all down to Disbalance. Gets one shot. They know exactly where he is, and they will overwhelm him. That is going to be 16-12 to Pride. He will be done.
I am feeling pretty confident about my prediction earlier on today. I said probably a 2-0 for Pride. I think that they're the stronger team, even with the roster troubles. We've seen quite a bit from Hamasse so far, but I'm not sure how impressed I was. As of those last couple of rounds where Pride pretty much had the scores on the door to take this one home, I don't think I was too impressed by their T side, for instance. Their CT side after those initial 6 rounds, they couldn't really get anything going. Either way, we're going to go to a quick break. Mirage is on the cards next, so don't go anywhere. Hi, we're ELC Gaming and we're looking forward to one of the greatest events we've ever had. The Ireland E-Stars will feature a tour with our esports truck, Big Betty, all the way through Ireland. We will start right here from our headquarters in Germany, where Big Betty will take 2 ferries to get to Ireland. The first from Rotterdam to Hull, then from Holyhead, which will take Betty directly to Dublin. From there, she will travel to 9 different locations in 9 weeks, where we'll visit the best football clubs in Ireland. But to do what exactly? To host one of the biggest League of Legends tournaments ever to be held in Ireland. Each of the 9 teams will be represented by 5 League of Legends players, and a 10th team will represent E-Star's head sponsor, 3. After 9 weeks of tough battle, the grand final will then find its winner live from the 3 Arena in Dublin. Check out our Facebook events or visit estars.pro for further information. This is 3 Ireland's E-Stars.
CSGO Legends Series is back and revamped with a brand new system never before seen in competitive esports. ELC Gaming is unveiling a brand new unique point system which takes a wide range of win conditions into account. From rank of opponent played, strength on T and CT side, and variety of maps played will all influence points accumulated. Teams earn cash every time they play, with rewards given, win or lose. All matches will be broadcast twice per week, live from the ELC Hamburg studios, home of Big Betty. An all-exclusive, all-inclusive $25,000 prize pool Legends Cup awaits, where the 2 European champions will face off against a team from the US and a team from China. This is where legends are born. Welcome to Legend Series. Go to elcgaming.com for more information.
Hello and welcome back to Legend Series, everybody. I'm Squid CS, and we are live in Hamburg for another edition of Legend Series. Obviously, we're map 2 of 2 tonight. Pride versus Hamasse and we're on Mirage. Sorry, so we've got 8 out of 10 people in here. Yakut Kiani's joining me, taking us through all the action today. Yakut. So that previous map was quite a blast, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was actually quite an interesting game. The score was very, very close, but it seemed like Pride just completely controlling it for the entirety of I'd say like basically 3/4 of the game. So after initially Hamasse went up 6-0, after that it was just mostly Pride with the odd round here or there for Hamasse. But now it's on Mirage. This is a map that often is picked by Hamasse, and it's definitely a map that they're comfortable on. So if they've got any chance of bringing back a map in this series, or evening it up here, it's going to be on this map. So interesting to see what Hamasse can do. But nonetheless, Pride obviously do like to play this map also, so it's not going to be an easy feat for them.
Yeah, and obviously 9 out of 10 players are in the server right now. I think that Mirage could be even closer. I think that Hamasse might have a couple more tricks up their sleeve for the gun rounds on the T side, but that's all to be seen. I think we can go in game. We've got 9 out of 10 players in, and obviously looking at Pride in that previous match, they seemed all too comfortable when it got to the weaponry.
Yeah, definitely. It was mostly just Pride towards the end, and you had Excess with the AWP just completely shutting it down. Basically wherever he was often towards middle, but even when he switched up, went towards A on the retakes as well. Excess is definitely an AWP to keep an eye out on as well. So definitely going to be very, very effective on on Mirage. Probably less so than Cash, but nonetheless, you need a good AWPer if you're going to be taking control of middle and holding down those bomb sites. Anyway, looks like we are going to be heading into the knife round. So knife round and Mirage is probably less important than some maps, but a little bit more important than Cash, I'd say.
Yeah, I'd say so as well. I think that we've seen teams in the last year dominate on both sides of the map, notably maybe Cloud9 on the T side, SK on the CT side.
soon to be seen about this map, but it's one that Hamasse play all too frequently. They've taken decent mappage against the likes of teams like Epsilon, teams at the higher levels of this tournament. So far, only playing Ducks, and that was a 16-8, a pretty half-handed win. And Hamasse, they're going to go towards this A site.
This underpass push, 2 people going into underpass and 1 person in the middle, basically puts 1 player on A, and he's playing back towards CT, so he's playing for the retake. That's probably what's going to happen here. Gab is going to try and get a couple of shots here and then probably back off and wait for his team. But he has spotted out the entire rush coming through, so he's going to give it up. I wouldn't be surprised if Hamasse want to go aggressive into CT spawn. That's what Disbalance is trying to do here, trying to spot them out. And he needs to get a kill or 2 here. Gab Excess coming through as well. This is working out beautifully for Pride.
Yeah, Onka's going to charge him down as well. Now a 2 versus 3. As Pride pretty much have this A site. Oh, the defuse is already happening as well. He's not got a kit though, so Clash is able to charge in and actually find all 3. Encore also chipping in there, but Hamasse, that's another great pistol round for them.
That was all down to Tom. He needed to kill Kalash as he was coming through, but I think there wasn't enough time either way. There wasn't a kit, so there was a 10-second defuse, so I don't think that would have been quite difficult either way. But very, very close round for Pride there. And Hamasse getting that pistol is definitely going to help out because, you've been saying how Pride is definitely a higher tier team. They need every single advantage they can get in Hamasse. But Luz with the Deagle is getting aggressive. Looks like they're expecting it here, but they're not expecting the quick headshot from Luz taking the head off of Anka. That is beautiful start there.
Couple of smokes come in. They're both mollies actually, so Pride unable to take the peaks as Hamasse go for quite a fast peek down mid. Now Pride over on this A site. Gab's going to get charged back and unable to take the shots with the Deagles. These Desert Eagles are so impactful, especially on Mirage. It just seems like the angles were made for this weapon.
Yeah, there's so many highlight clips with the Deagle on Mirage here, and Luz is proving why that is the case. But look at this stack here from the A side, and Explore flanking through is going to take down Q Rush as well. This is working out beautifully for Pride. Luz will go down, but there's so many more players to deal with, and they're just waiting patiently right now. This is going to be very, very difficult for Hamasse to win this round.
Yeah, there's Clash actually trading it back. 2 versus 3 here, as the Deagles are running pretty low on HP. And Exus here, what can he hit? He's the only player on lots of health in R. Looks like Disbalance is just going to rattle away with the AK. And that's a 2-0 for Hamasse on the board.
Nicely done. Disbalance there, just taking charge. Forcing the gunfights with his AK-47 against the low HP players. And that's going to put Pride on an eco. Full eco here, not a single thing invested except for that one flashbang from Luz. And looks like they might want to just get aggressive into middle here. They're going to go down connector, being met by quite a lot of T's here, so early gunfights. And 1 kill, actually 2 kills going in favor of Pride, so not too bad considering. They're going to deny a couple of those weapons from making it through, going to force a couple of players to rebuy, keeping their economy honest. But Exus is going to be on that AWP now, going to keep an eye out for him. The rest of the players low on utility because of the force buy on the second round here as well. So no Molotovs, only 3 smokes and 4 flashbangs. So it's probably a good time to go for an A execute or something along the lines. And it looks like they're just going to brute force their way out onto A. A lot of work to do, but Luz through the smoke takes down 2 players. What a start.
That's exactly what you need to change the tides of this series. Clash, he's going to spray it back. There's Gab again for another one. And now Pride. This should be all too easy on the retake. Disbalance going to walk right into that clothesline by the AWP, and Exus didn't even look like he knew that Encore was there, but he finds a shot everywhere. The fadeaway frag as well, and now that's Pride on the board. This seems like cash all over again, that as soon as Pride gets weapons, they're straight on the scoreboard, but you see, it's Hamasse 3-1 now.
Yeah, I would like to see a full-blown execute as opposed to taking the gunfights initially, because I've been vocal about this before. I don't like A executes when you're going up against a complete full buy with full utility. Just because, if the CTs have Molotovs and grenades, then as soon as you throw those smokes, they're just going to bombard you with them. that sort of round, it would have been nice to go for a full, like, sort of classic execute. CT stairs and jungle smoke, the Molotovs going under, and you know, on the certain spots on the site. But they just kind of went out and took the gunfights, which, you know, you're kind of giving the CTs what they want when they don't have utility. But nonetheless, Hamasse are going to be able to rebuy into this one again, actually focusing on middle this time. So definitely a different approach. See if it works out for them. Disbalance, open things up. That's what they wanted to start.
And how impactful is that AWP on Exit's going to be? I want to see when he finds his first kills. Q-Rush commonly plays this palace area. Often has good timing, showing that timing here again. There's a minute left, though.
Oh, Exodus going through the smoke here, but he gets caught out. I like the idea. He needed to make a risky play there, but unfortunately it doesn't work out for him. And it looks like Hamasse have got this one straight back, which is going to work out great for them, as it's going to put Pride in a tough situation in terms of the economy. They can still go for this retake. They do have kits, but no utility, so I would probably imagine them trying to save this.
Yeah, that would be the right decision as well. You can see Tom electing to go towards apps. Splore has already got that pretty passive angle towards CT spawn. T-spawn, I beg your pardon. But it's Hamasse with all the rifles. Going to be able to save this one as well. And after quite an easy loss from Pride in the previous round, it's good for Hamasse to finally be bringing it back with the money.
Definitely, and this gives them an opportunity to get a bit better of a start than, well, I say a bit better of a start. Their start on Cash was 6-0. It didn't seem that way because of how much Pride turned it around. But see if they can do better on this side here. It seems like they have a better understanding of Mirage, and then mid take. It's very, very strong. But we've seen Pride do it on Cash, adapting to what Hamasse were doing. But I do think it's quite harder for the CTs to regain control in middle like it is on Cash. I feel like the CTs have a bit of an easier time getting mid control. But you can see now it looks like they are trying to adapt to it, putting Tom and Splore on short. And you got to play by connector as well.
Yeah, here comes Encore down mid as well. So, oh, great spray down. He actually saw nothing there. And now, is he going to go for the follow-up onto Tom? Tom gives away his position. Encore goes for the cheeky, aggressive spray duel. Loses it to Tom, who levels up the numbers. There's disbalance. All three of those kills have been completely blind so far, by the way, guys.
That is impressive, to say the least. And once again, probably in a tough spot here. Gabby is going aggressive here, but he's got a long-range gunfight. He's got the bomb, but he needs to win this one. He does. He gets the kill, backs off. He now knows where the bomb is as well, and he's going to relay that information to his teammates, and that puts Hamasse in a bit of a tough spot. And Kalash will take down Exodus. That's a bit easy. And Tom's not going to realize Q-Rush is there, so that was scary. But in the end, Q-Rush and Kalash are going to close it out.
Now it's rifles out of the hands of Pride. 5-1, so Pride really need to get some points on the board sometime soon. We did say this at the start of Cash as well. We wanted them to be really chasing their tails, but you can see Hamasse, all 5 rifles. They've not elected to get this AWP out just yet. And, oh, is this the Hamasse classic B-Rush? No, they slow it down just as they get in towards apps. As Disbalance tosses that flashbang out towards mid. He's going to spot out a couple of players here. There are 4 Pride players looking for this one. On mid. That's a big nade, but I see Hamasse taking this round pretty easily.
Yeah, looks that way. And is it only me who can see 3 stools stacked on top of each other on short? Well,
Let's
I'm
have a
not
look.
glitching out.
So, couple of kills there. Let's go to short. Where are these stools?
On short, I'm seeing 3 stools
like on
next
the
to
middle
each
of short?
Yeah, just like as you come around the corner where the boost spot is.
This way? No, I don't see that.
I'm going to screenshot it. This is weird.
Let's get that screenshot. No, there are no stools anywhere. Are you drunk again? Off those Russian ice cubes that you patented during the break?
I swear, that's your idea. I wouldn't steal that from you.
Yeah.
I just sent you a screenshot of what I was seeing. It's so weird. What the hell is that? And they're still there.
Professional.
And into the next round, they're still there.
What is professional? I'm gonna look at it on my phone. I got Discord closed, but I'm gonna have a look at this.
This is so weird. They're still there.
No,
I think my map's glitching out. I don't have view models on.
That's so good. I wish I could put this on stream. I don't have any way of putting this on stream. But if we
While
could,
that's
we
happening,
would. I'll tweet
probably
it out.
past the
Go
game
and follow
'cause
me
it's
at SquidCS, and you can see the stalls for yourself. That's at SquidCS if you want to have a look at the stalls. I'll tweet it right now. In fact, that's brilliant.
Right. Well, while we were arguing over those weird stools on show, there was a crazy round there. Just trades everywhere, and Hamasse were able to come out on top. Pride were able to come out on top, so they're actually getting another round here. So it gives
You're
them
cute,
a
man.
chance back.
You
into
should
this
see
game.
a doctor's about those stalls. That's a great joke.
Right. This one's going to be all you because I'm going to retry my server because it's starting to glitch out. So. Yeah.
Right, I was tweeting anyway. Encore does nail the headshot. A 3 versus 5 here is... Oh, Tom's going to tap away one, level the numbers back up towards mid as these smokes are placed. Oh, he's going to go for the big spray down, doing a little bit of damage. And there's also another player on the long flank. That's Q Rush. He's got an AWP, which isn't the optimal weapon for this one, but Encore stuck here on the site. This is normally a inopportune spot to be playing. Bloody Wolf with that fadeaway headshot again as Luz takes the back line. He's now being watched. If his timing had been a little bit quicker, he'd have maybe found this one, but oh, there it is onto Bloody Wolf. Number 1 for him. A big nade out. That could actually do big damage. It does. Ooh. He's down to 24 HP. And now Tom actually has a chance in this one. 2 versus 2. As they are going to try and collapse onto this one. Kalash gets naded down. Luz finds it. Where's Q Rush? He's on the flank. He bursts out. Here comes the P250. Finds a headshot. Unbelievable. 2-7 now.
What just happened? I think Pride completely lost track of where Q-Rush was because he was able to run all the way around and you could see they had no idea where he was. And if it wasn't for him just completely surprising them, they probably would have had that round. That was very, very well played from Luz coming in from ramp as well. Unfortunately for them, they're going to be back on the eco. That was a crazy round. Oh, aggression here from Luz.
Should go to the doctor to check these stalls. Tweet. It's so good. That's one of the all-time great SquidCS tweets. This round's completely fallen apart from Hamasse in the meantime. As Encore, only AK left. And Pride have AWPs and all the trimmings left in their hands. It's Gab, who's got the back line as well. Peekaboo. Encore's dead. Side of the head. Meaty retweet there from the one great, the one and only Yakukiane.
The one and only. The best Pakistani caster in the world. Sorry, T-Time.
That's what I like to say, not T-Time. Apparently he's shaving his head tomorrow. What do you think about that?
I don't know. I don't know T-Time. It's weird. Like that's the only other Pakistani caster. I've never actually spoken to him. I just want to speak to him and say just sort of like a two-minute conversation. Just like, yo, what's up, bro? How's it like being a Pakistani caster? Like,
what do you guys speak? Hindi or something?
Urdu. So it's similar to him.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Urdu or Punjabi. Most people can speak both.
What do you call a game developer from the from Pakistan? A Hindi developer.
They don't even speak Hindi, so that doesn't really work. You should have said India.
No.
Anyway, it's going to be a man lost for
joke.
Pride on this defense. And
it's quite
4v5 on the retake here, but the weaponry isn't great on Hamasse, and they do have utility here on the Pride side as well. Gab getting that first shot takes a lot of damage though. The retake is coming through. Are they going to be able to hold this one off?
Maybe. It's Luz from the top line and Pride just taking tags in. Great kill from Idis Balance, but they actually charge into Tom, who only finds one, runs out of bullets. And here comes the flank. It's once again from Q Rush, and this time, I can't find these shots. It's the knife instead to finish it off. These rounds have been crazy, and it's Encore. Oh my lord.
What is happening? This is absolutely crazy, and Hamasse are actually showing some good prowess on Mirage so far. It is obviously chaos as we're seeing, but at the end of the day, Hamasse are consistently being able to actually get the bomb down and hold these man advantages. But Luz, he's had enough as he wants to push underpass. Looks like Kalash is waiting for it here, but is Luz going to be able to get the upper hand? He's just going to be holding passive for now, and that's deep smoke. Doesn't really help Spores. It's too deep as he goes down, and this push is going to be coming in on the B-bomb site.
Oh my lord, they're going to have to push into 2 other players, so the flank, oh, it absolutely gets just decimated, dominated, as this is a 5 versus 2.
Easy for Q-Rush as well as he sneaks his way into Market and takes down Exus. Gabe, last alive, is going to save that AWP and get the hell out of there. This has not gone to plan whatsoever. Doesn't look like Pride have anything in the playbook here to deal with what Hamasse are doing, and Hamasse have just been really structured, surprisingly structured for a team of this caliber. But very, very well done for them. And now Gab is going to be able to get away with that up, hopefully. He's going to be getting converged on, but see if he can put his up skills to use. Beautifully done. Nicely done. Padding the stats a little bit, doing a bit of economic damage, and that was actually very, very expensive. Yeah, and,
that was an ace.
And look at that. Yeah, and basically, like, that's going to actually help them massively, because you're going to have a couple of players who are not going to be able to buy here. That was a questionable decision going for such an aggressive play to try and stop the up. I guess they're still going to be going against pistols, but Pride know that they've killed every single player in Hamasse that round, so they're going to buy into this as well. So this becomes very interesting, especially with that open play as well.
Gab's going for the charge with the MP9. It's Exus with the AWP, and they're going into B.
Oh dear. Bit of a meat grinder there. Tom only able to get 1 though, as it looks like Hamasse are able to come out on top. That looked a bit scary. And that's a good way to kind of cancel out the AWP, is by rushing B. You know, the AWP doesn't really have much of an impact in that situation. And now he's going to be slowed down with that Molotov. 3v4 retake. 1 kit. Flash. A few flashes and a smoke. Exus needs to find this kill here, and he misses it. There's no chance for this retake, surely.
Yeah, that AWP scope was actually heard by Hamasse there. This retake fallen to pieces. They did have the players to maybe do it, but Hamasse shut them down. 10 rounds. Maybe your prediction's looking good, Yakut, after all.
Yeah, Hamasse are definitely keeping their cool after losing that first map in that fashion, by like getting a good start and letting Pride back into it slowly. But it's looking very, very good. We're going to see it surely at least an 11-4 half here, as this is an ace stack with just pistols, but we can see how good these deagles can be from this position. Tom doing a fantastic job, could get a third as well. It is taken out, but they haven't spotted Gab. He could have gone massive Q-Rush. Where's the trade? There it is finally, but so expensive here for Pride, or for Hamasse rather.
A nice explore. He's behind this smoke. Good support from Q-Rush to finish that one off. I'm a big fan of that. I do like that, but obviously the A stack, that's probably one of the rounds, one of the setups, rather, that you can put into fruition to really take those frags. Trading out weapons for Hamasse to put the AWP into Encore's hands, who wants to go towards this A side. Going to be the A split. Maybe Pride not expecting this after that A push almost crushed. But they are going to go for such a standard, and I wouldn't be surprised if we saw Q-Rush go for another flank. This is pretty much Hamasse's standard, just like the B site of Cash. Seems like they do favour the A site of Mirage. A third player rotating over now, and these nades about to pour in.
And not a bad idea as well, because it is limited on CT utility right now. They've only got 1 Molotov, and as you can see, only 3 grenades across the board here. Nice shot there from Onka. Beautifully done. Exus to trade, but it's a 4v4, and the push is coming in now.
Yeah, there's smoke dissipating, and Exus misses a crucial shot. There's the molly to force him out, and where's the trades? There it is. iDisbalance toasts Exus alive, and now a 2 versus 2 is the retake coming through the single prong of CT spawn. Kalash and iDisbalance have to hold this one off, but first they've got to get this bomb down, and with the double peek it's not going to happen. Instead, iDisbalance goes out towards jungle, and Pride are switching this one up back towards B. Seems like they've really got ahead of the game here. They're not letting him get the 2 1v1s that he really, really wants in this situation. Watching iDisbalance finally gets the bomb down on the A site. They were thrown through the loop. They do say never, never rotate in that position if you're a T. You want to stay on the site, not get caught rotating instead. Now I disbalance right at the back of this site. He's not going to get spotted from this angle. He can actually see a couple of pixels through that box as well. Oh, but they definitely had intel there. I think maybe he got spotted, maybe the tip of his cap or something. What happened, Yakut?
I don't know if they spotted him, but I think they kind of read the situation where the plant was, because they were actually coming in from B and they already checked connector, so they're like, okay, he probably can't be mid at this point. So he's probably just trying to throw us for a loop by planting the bomb there. And obviously firebox is one of the first positions you check on a retake, especially in a clutch situation. So nicely done from Pride there to get that last round. But still 11 rounds on the T side of Mirage from Hamasse. Beautifully done. And that's going to put a lot of pressure on this round here for Pride. They need to win this one. It looks like it is going to be an A push, and they've got 3 players on the A bomb site on Hamasse. Pride need to get favorable trades here. The initial smoke will go down, and they're getting aggressive. They've not checked dark properly, though. That's going to cost them. Azonka gets 2 kills. Oh my goodness, what a bloodbath.
Again, this time it's Encore. It was I disbalance in the opening map. Encore here for a 4K. Good for 18 frags in this game overall in 16 rounds. So he is definitely leading the charge on this Hamasse side, and that might be game, set, and match at this point. This could be a 1-1 after all, with Hamasse really, really showing up here. They're going to go for the B rush our Pride with just CZs, and Hamasse have nobody over here apart from Clash, who's finally rotated in. He's got only an MP9, and he does find 2 kills, maybe more than expected there, but the CZs do one better, find 3. And now Pride have this site on lockdown. The Molotovs do come in, but it's Tom for another one. Gets out the MP9, has his reload in as well. He knows where Bloody Wolf is. Mad spray down, all angles covered. Just painting the walls with bullets.
CZ nerf when? Volvo. Our gun definitely needs some rebalancing.
Valve, please
Volvo,
fix.
please fix.
Please.
It's
Please fix the stools and then the CC.
First fix the stools. That's the most important thing. But yeah, nice idea from Pride there to go for a fast B rush. I mean, it's a pretty classic thing, but it's classic for a reason. It does work out in those rounds where you're desperate and you've got pistols, close ranges, and yeah, Pride not out of this one just yet. They've got a lifeline. They've got Hamasse down to these pistols. And pistols on the CT side, a bit less effective, but when Q-Rush is getting aggressive like this, it could work out for him. He could find the timing onto Splore, but he loses the gunfight. And on the other side, Exus will get the kill as well. So this seems to be a pretty straightforward anti-eco from Pride here.
Oh, there's Bloody Wolf in the smoke. Finally gets out the M4, but Luz going to be able to trade him in time. Clash has actually been spotted here with the Deagle. The face happens. Doesn't work out.
Indeed, Clash 1v3. He can do some damage here, which probably will help him out if he does get a chance to possibly spot out Splore, take him down. Got low HP, but Tom is waiting, holding the angle. Will take down Clash, and that's going to put Hamasse on 12-6. Pride slowly but surely edging their way back. And they've got another eco, so this gap's going to be closed a little bit further, but it's all riding on that first buy round. I want to see what Hamasse are going to do on the CT side here.
Yeah, this one, just a stack. I think that Pride are probably going to sniff it out pretty soon. They've got Exus with only a CZ, going to be looking in towards this A site. And spotting information, given that frivolously, means that he definitely knows that there are plenty more players where that came from. And Pride are going to go into B instead. Pretty quick on this one. Clash, the only player rotating, has already been taken down to 16 HP. I just want to see what Hamasse can do with a potential AWP or double AWP setup that they might be getting out in the next round. I think Clash has enough to buy an AWP. Nobody else has any money to go for that second sniper rifle. But should be a full buy here for Hamasse in the 20th round.
Indeed. Double up on this map is not as effective as on other maps, and I don't necessarily like it. Only by certain teams that I think are exceptional at it, but nonetheless, it does work out, especially when you got a team like Pride as well, who would be, wanting to take those battles. You know, a team that's confident in their skill. Something that we saw against Kopsaka yesterday, where just forcing gunfights, just really, really confident. Of course, in that game, they know that they were able to afford to take those gunfights. You know, the skill level was definitely outmatching that of Kopsaka, but I want to see if they do something similar against these ups. I think they're going to be giving Hamasse a bit more respect, though. I don't want to see a double up. I hope they stick to one up. I think they're pretty good with rifles.
Yeah.
I don't think they want to overdo it, and that's exactly what they're going to do. And the money on their side is still not good enough as well. I think they're just going to have smokes and no Molotovs as well. So Pride, use executes if they decide to go for them. Might work out perfectly.
And now we're really seeing what Pride are made of. Yesterday, I was really disappointed by Kopsaka. If you want to know the truth, they didn't really play like a professional team, like a squad, like a unit. But Hamasse today certainly are. They posed quite a problem earlier on, and right now, Pride just dismantling them on the A attack.
Yeah, that's the problem you have when you don't have the Molotovs and the grenades and the smokes to stop the A aggression, to stop and execute from coming in. You basically have to take the gunfights, and you M4s versus AKs, and against a team like Pride, it's not going to work out for you, as Pride will take that first gun round. And, you know, after this one, Hamasse probably won't be able to buy a full buy after this one, so they're probably going to eco again, which means we're probably going to be looking at 9-12. So that scoreline, which was it 12 to 4? I think it was. It's going to be looking a lot less dominant.
And that's when you start to get shaky, because CT side is very, very costly. Obviously, you have to be buying the utility, the kits in every single round. You're going to be using the utility in every single round. The initial smokes and mollies, especially on the A site, with a molly on the B site as well. That's already $2,000 gone. And it's a lot more expensive to play on the CT side, just with the elevated prices of weapons.
Oh, Exodus. Too good. That was a nice chance for Disbalance to actually catch him off guard there as he missed the initial shot. The Molotov was down as well, preventing him from Exodus from getting too aggressive, but he still lost the gunfight. Now Kalash trying to make up for it here by challenging Luz. He's going to double peek with his teammate, but overwhelming defense there from Pride. It's going to be down to Q-Rush. Has been spotted. Gets one kill, Exodus to trade it out. And we are looking at 12-9. So there we go. Double up now from Hamasse. When all else is lost, then you might as well try something like this double up setup. If Pride aren't expecting it, could work out for them as well. Onker is going to be going towards middle, and you've got Kalash there on the B bomb site as well. So good chance for them here to get something back. Luz is going to be challenging, and Exodus is actually going to be challenging towards middle.
Yeah, and that double up setup that you were quite critical of earlier, maybe paying off as Onker does find the single frag. I don't think I'm too much of a fan of a double up setup on Mirage either, just because you've got so many retakes. It's so easy for the T's to get a bomb down, and then in a retake, especially on this map with these funky angles against passive T's, the AWPs aren't too effective. Splore going to get tagged up by the AWP there.
Ned's doing damage as well. Q-Rush spots out the player pushing in to connector, and there we go. Hamasse is starting to work up now on the buyer on these AWPs. Definitely making an impact as well. Bloody Wolf in CT has been spotted out by Tom as he's slowly making his way forward. Onker getting a little bit aggressive there, showing himself as Tom is really desperately looking for a frag here. They need another kill, but it's going to be very difficult to get across safely. And there it is, Q-Rush with a kill.
Wow. And Bloody Wolf lightly, oh, he did just spot Tom. There's the head as well. Spots it out. Onker, where's the supporting fire? Does see him actually recede back, but Tom's going to blow his face off. Oh, there's a second from Tom as well. Towards CT spawn, checks and he knows where both these players are. Wants to go for the aggressive bomb plant. This is in sight of both CTs. That was so ballsy right there. And now back to the back of A site where he's just wanting to go for one taps. But oh my lord, Q-Rush. Straight through the box. What a quad kill. Q-Rush actually escaped the Molotov earlier in that round and finishes 2 with the picked up AWP. And that is one of the rounds of his tournament so far. They're going to get the defuse, a crucial 13th round. Now Pride need to go regroup for another bye.
Finally getting over that hump there and getting that round. It was shades of the previous map coming through, as well as Pride slowly but surely clawing their way back and regaining control of the game as well. Now they go back to this double up, served them well in the last round. Can they replicate that? This time Pride, of course, with their success, means that they can fully buy into this one. X is back on that AWP as well. That connector smoke is going to allow the CTs to get a little bit more aggressive in connector. That short smoke, though, allows X's a bit more room here, but he might actually just back off, and it looks like the air smokes are going to go down. Maybe dangerous.
Couple of wasted nades from Clash. I'd like to see him hold on to them for the retake later on. The potential retake, that is. And oh, Lord, Tom! What was that? A one-tap onto Q-Rush, who's been one of the bigger players here on Mirage. Completely blind. That is one of the shots of the tournament right there. Hats off to Tom.
That was disgusting. Beautiful one-tap from Tom. And you could see it in the previous round when he was in that clutch as well. Disbalanced, though. He's in a great position. He's going to catch Excess rotating as well. And Onker is going to find Tom as well. So this has actually worked out after that initial fantastic shot. Namasia looked like they get back into this. But look at this rotation coming through. Can Kalash hold it off? He can't. 3v3. And they've got a passage towards the B-bomb site now as well. The rotator gets taken out as well. This is such a tough situation for Namasia.
And Encore gets wrapped in around by Pride, who now have CT spawn completely under control and disbalanced. When's going to go for this peak? Does spot out that first, and there's the AWP support. Pride on double digits. They seem to be clutching this one out, and here comes the pause. What's this? It's from Luz and Team Pride. They obviously know that Namasier's economy is going to be exceptionally low. They want to take advantage of this one.
Good time for a pause here. You've won the previous round. The morale is high. Everyone's feeling good, and you're going up against an eco. Just take this time to just reconsider what you're going to do. Think about how you're going to approach this round. What are Namasia going to do on this force buy? I think I don't know if they're expecting them to force buy in itself, because their money obviously wasn't great. I think they might have been expecting an eco and for Namasia to allow Pride onto the 11th round. So that might change up what's happening, but I think Pride are going to deal with it pretty good. They have been doing that so far. But yeah, Namasia, just unfortunate round there. Of course, that initial shot from Tom opened things up. But they got 2 kills in response, but it was a brilliant call for them to actually push into jungle and take down Kalash, who was holding the B split. And they just found the kills on the rotators as well. So really good decision there from Pride.
You can see these pistols for Namasia. They have gone for such a weird buy here. I really don't like it. I feel like this might be the beginning of the end if they lose their mental fortitude that, to be honest, we've credited them for having up to this point. Exus, Molotov on towards mid. He's going to catch that man out. Encore with a late peek in. And Namasia, these cheeky peeks and the slideshow of really aggressive frags that they've shown us won't work out, and it's headshot after headshot. It's Luz. What a monstrous flick. That was absolutely incredible. Q-Rush does surprise one from behind, but it's only a P250. It's not enough.
Yeah, not much else you can do in that situation. Now Namasia going to have to eco here as well. That last round, I don't agree with it. I think they would have had to double eco anyway, but still, like, that buy, I mean, they could have bought weapons into this round, or, you know, basically got a full, complete buy in the next round as well. But, yeah, as you said, that could be the beginning of the end. They're going to need to try and deny as much as they can from Pride in this round here. They're stacking all 5 players towards B, which seems to be a good decision for now, but Pride, I don't think they're going to take this bait. I think they're going to play this smart, get the information, and rotate accordingly, as they're not committing to anything just yet.
Slightly going to be 12-13 here. And then Pride definitely are in the driver's seat as Hamasse. They've only taken 2 rounds this half, one of them being the pistol, the other being a very close retake. I really don't know how they're going to put together 3 out of the next 4 rounds. This is looking maybe all said and done. I'm going to walk into Encore, who does clothesline, almost 2. It's good damage, I guess, but with Tom low, another man's going to get tapped away, and this is almost as close as it gets. Weapons flying everywhere like pots and pans in a pretty chaotic kitchen. And there's only 5 rounds left. 5 opportunities for Hamasse to take 3. They've gone for this double AWP again.
Look at the buy here. This is why that force buy was so it's not a good move in my opinion. You know, they've got Q-Rush with the glass cannon and Bloody Wolf already going down as well. That's even worse. But lack of utility. They're already out of smokes and molotovs. There's just nothing they can do to stop this onslaught. It's going to have to be pure gunfights here. Anka's going to win 1, but can he trade it out? He can't. It's just down to Kalash. And yeah, this is a complete bloodbath. Pride are just doing so well right now.
If I had to give an onomatopoeia to sum up this round, it probably would be Kalash. Getting absolutely battered on the A site, and you're right. It's the lack of economic forethought for Hamasse that really slows them down and means that they don't have anything to work with in terms of the utility, and Pride absolutely bullied them on that. You can't take the gunfights against, well, especially a Polish team who are so commonly going to be the ones with the superior firepower. Kalash has to hit a shot here. Oh, and it does happen, but the refrag straight in. AWP gone. And Pride level up the scoreboard.
That's a big shame. Now Hamasse are going after Eco again. Going to allow Pride to finally take the lead. Well, I think the first time in this game it's been Hamasse with the lead since the beginning. It was 12-4 as well. Now it's 13-13. This has been a fantastic comeback from Pride, and I think the experience comes into play as well. Pride obviously reigning Legend Series champions as well, and now they're showing why their experience outmatches Hamasse. Only 1 kill for Bloody Wolf, and it's not really much they can do. They're going to have to give up this round and focus on the next one.
Going to have to be 3 of 3 if Hamasse want to take it in regulation. I don't particularly see it happening, but they've got enough money to maybe put a good buy on the board here. Eventually, it was Bloody Wolf, Molotov in smoke there, Q-Rush, the same. Encore, light on that Molotov, but Hamasse having a decent-ish buy here. They're still a little light on the utility, and you can see it's already kind of starting to run thin.
Yep, and this round they do have a lot more to work with in terms of utility and things, but you can see Pride's initial push onto the A site is very, very thorough, but they're going to overlook Q-Rush's position. They are going to overlook it, but he still loses the gunfight, but still man advantage for Hamasse. See how this plays out.
Yeah, there are smokes down as well, so Hamasse 1 man up on this retake, and they have actually spotted out 1 and 2. There's the bomb gone, and Gab's all out in no man's land. He's going to take the straight up gunfight and lose it. And now 14-14. We will see a 30th round here. Who's going to take the match point first?
The cash on Pride is just too strong right now, and Hamasse are going to have to just basically go up against a full buy on both these remaining rounds here. Now 14-14. Whoever wins this round guarantees overtime. There is overtime in Legend Series, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So, yeah, whoever wins this round guarantees overtime. So this is a very, very crucial round at that. And actually already expending quite a lot of utility in Hamasse. They've only a second 30 left on the clock, and still they're just down to 2 Molotovs, 2 flashes, and a single smoke. And they're actually heading out towards the A bomb site, Pride. So could be an issue here for Hamasse. But look at Tom's position, boosted into window. Didn't even check for that. 2 kills single-handedly opening the round up. That is brutal.
This is falling to pieces, and Tom's going to be there for the 3rd, picking up the pieces.
from behind. Tom with a great three-piece, and disbalance straight through the smoke. Might be a breath of fresh air here, but Tom, there's the quad kill. Encore's over towards CT spawn, and Tom, what a round from him. Absolute supreme positional play.
That was beautiful. I have to say, Hamasse to overlook a window boost like that in a round like that as well, where they don't have mid control, and such a crucial round as well, 14-14, to overlook a boost into mid is so brutal, and you can see why it's Tom completely shutting it down. Nice spray though from Encore to get Gabe down to low HP initially, and he's going to finish it off as well. So nice recovery here. They're not letting that last round get to them. He's got a little gap through the smoke as well. This could work out for him.
He's going to back off, though, to go for the reload, reassume his angle and position. With Pride being a man down, Hamasse being 2 guns down, Encore does actually need a kill here, as Pride are quite far advancing towards the B site. The bomb is nowhere to be seen, though, and there goes the flash. A follow-up Molotov as well. Oh, they've got this wraparound in towards the B site. This could be so deadly with Hamasse actually knowing this at the point. Where's X's with the AWP? Oh no, it's Tom again. What a monster. Encore does chip it back with 2. But now it's Pride 2 versus 2 on the B site. They're going to go for quite an open plant. This can actually be traded upon, sprayed right through the box, but Exus hits a fast flick and it's just Q Rush. Both players are low, but Luz gonna find the final headshot. That's all said and done. 16-14 and the 2-0 as I predicted. Not in the fashion, but that was quite a map to finish off day 6.
That was a great map. That was all we wanted to see. You know, when you're watching Counter-Strike, when you got 2 teams so evenly matched, that's what you want to see, down to the wire, all 30 rounds, and Pride coming on top on the end. But yeah, it wasn't necessarily close all the way through. You know, Hamasse got a really good start initially. Again, this time even more. It was 12-4, but slowly but surely, Pride just kept their cool. Their experience came into play, and they were able to take it 16-14. Well done to Pride.
Well, that's another match day over, and maybe Hamasse not being able to close things out at the end. Obviously, that's something that takes a lot of experience and a veteran level of play to really correct. But Legend Series is far from over. Let's have a look at next week's schedule on your screens right now. We started off with EPG versus Tricked Esports. Set to be a good game, bringing the whole of Europe together in that one. XCOM versus Pompa, a Polish affair to finish off Tuesday. Make sure you're there from that. That is 7 o'clock CET. That's the time our first game starts every single day. Team Spirit versus Epsilon, one of the big hitters, the hard hitters next Thursday. Then Pompa, they're going to make their second appearance of that week against Hamasse. We saw them tonight, failed to close out. Pompa, a slightly lower developed team. Maybe that could be a bit of a barn burner. Kopzaka versus QB Fire. Then next Tuesday, finishing off with Epsilon versus Nexus Gaming. So we've got some real good games going and coming ahead. Either way, from me, thank you so much for watching us today. We really appreciate you. Make sure you drop a follow down both on our channel and all of our social medias. They're on your screen. And go to @Yakut as well. He's been great. Thanks for joining us this week, Yakut.
No problem. Thanks for having me.
Thank you so much. For anybody who tuned in, anybody who wrote a comment, anybody who's following us on Twitter, thank you so much. Until next time, bye-bye.